This video is a demonstration of different options that are available with your folders within Google Drive. Once you have opened and navigated to Google Drive, click New to add a folder if you do not have any folders already showing in your Google Drive. Once you click and add a new folder, right-click on that folder to see the options. You can share your folders with other people. Click on Share. Here is the new share window. Either add a person by typing in their email address. If they are a Mesquite ISD employee, their name should pop up as soon as you begin typing in their email address. Click on the address to add them. From here, you have the option to choose whether to add this person as an editor so that they can edit and add files into this folder, or a viewer, so that all they can do is view what is inside this folder, but they can't add, edit, or delete anything within the folder. You have the option of notifying the person through email. Enter your message here. If you have spoken to that person and they know to expect the folder from you, uncheck Notify People so that they don't have an unnecessary email. Additionally, you can click on the gear and choose whether or not you want editors to have the ability to change permissions and share this folder with others. So if you are sharing a folder with someone and you want them to be able to edit, but you don't necessarily want them to be able to share that folder with other people, uncheck this box. Then click the back arrow and click Send. Alternatively, you can simply get a link. By default, folders are restricted to just you and anyone you have added above. However, you can change the link to Mesquite ISD so that anyone in Mesquite ISD can open and look at the folder. However, they will not be notified. Instead, you must copy the link and either post it somewhere or share it out with the people you want to view it. Again, you have the option of allowing them to view or edit. Additionally, you can share with people outside of the district by clicking on the small arrow next to Mesquite ISD and choosing anyone with the link. This means that anyone on the internet can access and either view or edit, depending on your settings, the items in the folder. Sharing a folder works a little bit differently than sharing a file. When you share a folder, everything that you put inside that folder is shared with all of the people who you've added in the share box or who have the link and the ability to open and view from that link. This is different than with a file, where when you share a file, they can only access that particular file. But in a folder, it can be everything within that folder. You do have the ability to share a folder within a folder. So for example, within this folder, I can then create a new folder and I can then share that new folder rather than sharing the entire advocacy and PR folder. I can share just my subfolder. That means I can continue to put things in my advocacy and PR folder, and it's not automatically shared with people. Only the items that I place within that shared folder are available for other people to view and or edit depending on the settings. If you know that you simply want to get a shareable link to share with others to view, instead of clicking on the share button, you can click Get Shareable Link. Sometimes you want a folder to appear in multiple places. In that case, you can add a shortcut to Drive. You will then get a navigation box to choose where else you want that folder to appear. You can add it to another location in your drive or shared drives. Whatever location you choose, click Add Shortcut and a folder will appear in that location. This is perfect if you need a folder to be in two different locations. For example, if you want a folder to show up in a year, say 2019, and you want a folder to show up in a group, say social studies, and access it from both places. This is especially helpful when you want something to appear in a shared drive, but you really want to keep the original in your main drive, or vice versa. You also have the ability to move files and folders around. Click on Move To, then navigate once again and choose where you want that folder located. You can also add to starred. When you click on the yellow star on the folder, it will then appear in your starred section of your drive. Best practices are to star a folder or file when you need immediate access. Then when that project is completed, unstar it so that your starred section does not get cluttered. Next, you can rename your folder. You can also color code your folders so that your folders match a color scheme that helps you to understand the organization. Finally, you can search within just the one folder. You can also download that folder and all of its contents to your device. And finally, you can remove that folder, which will put it in the trash section of your drive, but it will not permanently delete it until you empty the trash. And that's a brief overview of folders and the different options that are available.